You've heard it 1,000 times, right? That your thoughts can literally shape your reality. But is that some kind of ancient wisdom, or is it just wishful thinking? Well, today, we're going to peel back the layers of mystery and pseudoscience to look at what's really going on inside our brains. We are unlocking the actual neuroscience behind manifestation.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever experienced that weird little glitch in the matrix? You decide you want a specific car, let's say a red convertible. And then all of a sudden, for the next week, they are everywhere. You see them on the highway and parking lots and commercials. Did you magically summon more red convertibles into existence? Or did you just change the only thing you actually have control over, where you put your focus? This little phenomenon, it's our rabbit hole into a much bigger story.
You know, spiritual teachers like Neville Goddard, they built entire philosophies on this very idea. His core teaching wasn't just to think about what you want. No, it was to feel as if you already have it, to live from that end result. It's a really powerful, almost mystical kind of instruction. And for the longest time, that's pretty much where the explanation stopped, with faith and mystery. But the cool thing is, science is finally starting to catch up.
All right, so let's first unpack that big promise, the one that was made famous by books and movies like The Secret. The idea is that there's this fundamental law of the universe, and it responds directly to our thoughts and our feelings. It's a secret that once you get it, gives you the power to literally create your own reality.
And that brings us to the law of attraction. At its core, the belief is that everything in the universe, including your own thoughts, has a sort of vibrational frequency. So by focusing on positive thoughts, you send out a positive frequency, which then attracts positive experiences right back to you. You know the saying, like attracts like. It's a really simple, super compelling idea, and it has absolutely captivated millions of people.
Now, this is where the philosophy starts to bump up against biology. As neuroscientists like Dr. Joe Dispenza explain, every single thought you have triggers this cascade of neural activity. So if you repeat a thought, whether it's "I'm not good enough" or "I am totally capable," you physically strengthen that neural pathway. You are, quite literally, wiring your own beliefs into your brain's hardware. Okay, so if our brain is physically changing based on what we think about, then maybe, just maybe, we've been looking for answers in the wrong place this whole time. Maybe the big secret isn't out there in the cosmos somewhere. Maybe the control panel for our reality is located right between our ears.
This right here, this reframes the entire conversation. The mystical claim says you send out vibrations to the universe, but the scientific reframe, you're giving instructions to your own brain. You're not changing the world out there, you're changing the filter through which you perceive the world. Let's break down the hardware that makes this whole thing possible.
So meet your brain's personal gatekeeper, the reticular activating system, or RAS for short. The best way to think about it is like a super intelligent spam filter for your reality. It sifts through literally billions of bits of data every single second, and it only lets through what you've told it is important. So when you decided you wanted that red car, you programmed your RAS. You told it, hey, this is relevant now. It's the biological machine behind that feeling of selective attention.
Okay, so the RAS changes what you see, but how do you change what you actually believe? Well, you do that through something called neuroplasticity. This is the brain's incredible, almost magical ability to rewire itself. Think of it like this. Old limiting beliefs are like these deep, well-worn ski tracks in the snow. They're automatic and super easy to fall back into. Creating a new belief is like forcing yourself to carve a brand new trail. It takes effort, it takes repetition, but eventually that new path becomes your new default.
But you're gonna need some fuel for that journey, right? And that's where dopamine comes in. And here's a huge misconception. Dopamine isn't just about feeling pleasure when you get something you want. Its real job is motivation. It's actually released in anticipation of a reward. So when you vividly visualize yourself achieving a goal, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine, which creates the actual drive to get up and make that vision a reality.
And this isn't just some nice theory. A classic study on basketball players proves just how powerful this internal work is. They took 3 groups. One group practiced free throws every day, and they improved by 24%. Another group, though, only visualized making perfect shots over and over. Their improvement? 23%, and they never even touched a basketball. They were strengthening the neural circuits for success using nothing but their minds.
So we know that focus is an incredibly powerful tool, but it's also a double-edged sword. The same intense focus that helps you spot an opportunity can also create massive, massive blind spots. This is what we call the scarcity mind trap.
A really groundbreaking study back in 2012 looked into whether just having less of something, less money, less time, whatever, fundamentally changes the way our brain works. And the answer they found was a resounding yes. In one of the experiments, they gave people either an abundant budget or a scarce budget to solve some puzzles. Now, the poor group, the ones with the scarce budget, they became hyper-focused, super efficient on the task right in front of them. But, and this is a huge but, that focus came at a cost. They started borrowing heavily from future rounds just to solve the immediate problem, which ultimately sabotaged their overall success. Their intense focus on today's problem made them completely blind to tomorrow's consequences.
So here's the crucial point. The same mental focus that helps you see red cars everywhere can, when you're feeling a sense of scarcity, cause you to completely ignore the high-interest loan payment that's due next week. Focus isn't just about what you see, it's also about what you become blind to. So how do we put all this together? Well, by understanding these mechanisms, the RAS filter, neuroplasticity, dopamine, and the scarcity trap, we can actually stop being these passive observers of our lives and start becoming the architects of our own minds. And this is the real secret. This is the mind blow. The biggest misconception about manifestation is that you're sending some kind of message out to the universe. You're not. You are sending a message to your own neural network. You are reprogramming the operating system that translates all the external data into what you call reality. You are not changing the universe, you're changing the brain that experiences the universe.
So here it is, a practical, brain-based process you can actually use. Step 1, set a crystal clear intention. This is how you program your RAS filter. Step 2, use repetition of thoughts, of actions to carve those new neural pathways. Step 3, visualize the reward to get that motivational dopamine flowing. And step 4, use mental rehearsal to build the blueprint for success in your mind. This isn't magic, it's a training protocol for your brain.
Ultimately, what all this does is shift the power completely back to you. It's not about wishing on a star and then just waiting around for the cosmos to deliver. It's about taking direct, deliberate control of your own perception, your motivation, and your belief systems. So the final question really isn't whether manifestation is real. The real question is, knowing that your brain is the filter for your reality, what reality will you choose to program it to see?